Yes, we're live. We're live. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Daily Magic with Len and Laura, or Laura and Len, whichever way it goes. And hello, Chris. How are you today? Good to see you. Looks like we have a teeny tiny little audience today, or maybe they're all dribbling in late. But it's a beautiful day, absolutely beautiful day. And Laura, what do you have to say for yourself? You want to come out and say hi?
Oh yeah. Hi everybody. Yeah, so today is a magnificent day. It's magical, okay, because that's the chapter that we're on. And no, today's just a really good day. It was a little bit cold here in Michigan. I was laughing with Len. I actually had to put a blanket on, and I switched from my regular t-shirt to a sweatshirt, and I'm not complaining because it's my favorite time of the year. So I'm glad everybody could come out, and we're grateful for you. And today's going to continue to be a good day. Yeah.
And today is all about getting the results that we want in our life. So we're going into a life event. It doesn't matter what the life event is. Maybe it's giving a webinar, like I'm doing the Asante Organics corporate webinar tonight at 6 o'clock. Maybe it's going to the doctor. Maybe it's going to take a test. Maybe we're going to the DMV to renew our driver's license. I don't know. It doesn't matter. And we have choices. One of the choices is to hope things will work out okay. Hope is a very weak word, and we need to get rid of it. We need to ban it from our vocabulary. We can't hope that things are going to work out. We can program them to work out. We can believe they're going to work out. We can draw on the universe. We can draw on the energy of the universe, and we can draw on the law of attraction. And if we do that, we can program the outcome of events. We can believe, and it really does take belief that the outcome is going to be what we want it to be. And if we don't believe that, it won't happen. If we just simply hope it's going to be okay, or if we say, well, I just wish me luck. I'm going to go take my driver's test. Wish me luck. That's a recipe for disaster. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So we really have to believe. And there's an opening paragraph here in this chapter from G.K. Chesterton. It says, you say grace before meals. All right, but I say grace before the concert and the opera and the play and the pantomime, and before I open the book, and before sketching, painting, swimming, fencing, boxing, walking, playing, dancing, and grace before I dip the pen into the ink. So always being thankful, always exhibiting that gratitude for what's going on in our life, and being, again, thankful, and really truly believing that when we enter a life event, we're going to have the best possible outcome. And remember, and I'm going all the way back to Think and Grow Rich. If you can believe it, if you can conceive it and believe it, you can make it happen. And the critical component in all of this is believing in the magic, believing in the outcome, believing in your ability. And quite frankly, I think, and I'm going to toss this in, and this may be a tad controversial, I say it just about every Sunday morning, praying to God to take care of the outcome for you doesn't get you where you need to go. God doesn't come down and take your driver's test for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people go to church on Sunday and they pray to God to come fix their life for them. It doesn't work that way. You got to take responsibility for it yourself.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me, in the chapter where they talked about being grateful, but something going wrong. And then sometimes what we think is, oh, why did that happen? Or, like when I get called from the school, I pick up the phone and I was like, hello? And they say, oh, hi, this is the secretary at the school. And, my girls, so that hasn't happened yet, but some parents could say, oh gosh, are they in trouble? And they jump to a conclusion already. So you're already bringing that thought into your brain instead of saying, oh, well, you know what? It could just be that they want to talk to me about maybe they're doing really good in school and they just want to say, hey, great job, mom. Or maybe they're at a higher level than the other kids and they're trying to tell you that maybe they need to be more challenged. So maybe it really could be something good and not bad. So I think we need to stop with the conclusions and think of the good things instead of the bad things.
And the deeper I go into Joe Dispenza, the more that is becoming absolutely apparent. And that's, Joe, it's all about getting out of our past, because what's happening is the mammalian brain, that 2 million-year-old little piece of brain in there, is still firing what, I got to protect you, I got to protect you. It immediately jumps to, what's wrong with this picture? What do I have to do here? It immediately jumps to the negative. And
Yeah.
we have to really work on
Uh-oh, you froze up.
right. You nail on the head. That phone rings, the principal's on the other end, and you go, oh my God, what do they do now? You know? And you immediately jump to a negative conclusion with no data whatsoever, because that's what that old mammalian brain is sitting there doing to you.
Yep.
See, we've got to clear that up.
I mean, that actually happens with, let's say, some moms at the school, and we're doing something, and somebody calls me, and I tell them, okay, this is what our plans are. And when it gets back to like the third mom, all of a sudden they're jumping to conclusions like, well, I wonder why she would do that. And I think that goes into, I don't know, this may be a little far-fetched, but like giving people the benefit of the doubt, being thinking positive things like they have your best interest in mind instead of thinking the worst. Oh, are they just trying to sabotage this? They're doing something different and it's not the same thing. And I believe that we need to stop doing that too.
Oh, absolutely. One of the we may be a tad off topic, but we're really not. One of the bedrock principles of the Constitution of the United States is innocent till proven guilty. And we don't give people that benefit at all across the board. We convict them in the newspapers, we convict them, and we do the same. It's the same thing you're talking about. We jump to these negative conclusions with no data whatsoever.
I'm pretty lucky because I didn't realize it as I was a teenager, but my mom, she did a really good job. She read a lot of Louise Hay, and she ingrained in my head, that if somebody is not doing you right, you just bless them with love. She would say, bless them with love, let them be on their way. Or she would say, just it's the way that you're thinking. And I don't know, she did that really early on. And I think that's really helped me out.
Yeah, and we actually go back to one of the earlier lessons in the magic that we're doing right now. We had a couple lessons about where one of the lessons was to take someone that you're in conflict with and find several things, and I don't remember what the number was, but find several things that you could like, admire, or have gratitude toward about that person, to turn it away from the negative things and go to the positive things.
Mm-hmm.
So it says here, if you want magnificent outcomes in everything you do, then you have to use the law of attraction. It means to use your thoughts and feelings to attract magnificent outcomes. And being grateful for magnificent outcomes is one of the simplest way to do it. Gratitude in advance. It helps you to believe in the magical power of gratitude to create magnificent outcomes. In fact, you can wave your fingers through the air and imagine you're sprinkling magic dust over the event you want to turn out magnificently. I like that. Magic dust. Tinkerbell, can you come on over here and fly around a little bit, sprinkle some magic dust around?
You know, it kind of reminds me of how Disney is connected to a lot of people in their minds of happiness. When you go there, that's what they strive for. That's their whole entire structure, is making sure that when you're a guest there, that you're happy. And when you go there, and if you believe that that's what's going to happen before you go, you're going to have an awesome trip. And I've had people who've actually not had an awesome trip because before they left, they already had it in their heads that it was going to be busy, it was going to be hot, the air was going to be, humid, and I already knew that it was not going to be a happy trip for them. So,
oh
yeah, it's like, so I do like that. Just kind of, sprinkle the happiness around, be grateful, and because what you are is what you think, and this is true. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about today's magic practice since you typed it and put it up there?
Yeah, I can do that. It's talking about three. So, okay, so the magnificent outcome daily practice for today, which is number 21. The first thing that we do daily is we count our blessings, and we make a list of 10 blessings. We write why we're grateful, and then we reread it, and we go back over and we say thank you, thank you, thank you. And then once we do that, today we're going to choose 3 things that are situations that are important to you, where you want magnificent outcomes. And I'm not really sure about my 3, but I have 2 written down that I need to resolve. So this is really good for me today. But anyway, you list those 3 things, write each one out as though you are writing after it's happened. Thank you for the magnificent outcome of whatever those things are. And then as you go through the day, choose 3 unexpected events that come up in the day where you are grateful for the magnificent outcome. And each time you close your eyes and mentally say and feel, thank you for the magnificent outcome for whatever those things are. And then just before you go to sleep, you hold your rock. Where's my rock? I always have to bring it in. My rock, my heart rock. Just before you go to sleep, you hold your rock in one hand and you say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that's happened during the day. And then you go to sleep and
Yes.
yep. So when you go to sleep, like I'm a mom, and I used to, before this book, I used to go to sleep thinking, okay, I have this list of things that I need to get done or I haven't gotten done or whatever. And now I think of the very best thing that happened to me for that day. And I really believe that my mind is restful and I sleep better.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So I hope that's happening to everybody that's doing this.
Absolutely. I think it's very powerful. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah. That's it for today. Tomorrow we're talking about before your very eyes. Before your very eyes. Sounds something magical.
Yeah, I haven't read the Mars yet. I can't summarize it. That's all right. We'll summarize it tomorrow.
Yep.
So that's it for today. I'm curious, how many people are actually doing the exercises and writing morning the 10 things you're grateful for? And I don't mean to embarrass anybody to put you on the spot, but just curious if you're getting something out of it. Well, I am definitely. I'm finding now that we're 21 days into this. And by the way, There's no magic in the number 21, 28, 30. Some people say it takes 21 days to form a habit. That's garbly goop. Some people form a habit in 30 days, and some people form a habit take 90 days. Larry's behind. Okay, Larry. Thank you. Larry, you're honest. Thank you.
Hey, we don't mind, Larry, as long as you're getting something out of it, so you start now. That's awesome.
Yeah, good. Cool. Good for you, Larry. Any rate, in my list, I'm missing not doing it. I mean, I feel like I really left something on. Oh, Larry, we won't. We'll leave that one alone. We're not going to touch it.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us.
You guys have a wonderful day.
Yep, we'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye for now.